Morning everyone. I'm not too sure if this is recording. Actually, I think it is. Okay, so I am finishing a little girl's 6th birthday cake today. So what I thought I would do is show you how to make a really nice finish around the bottom of the cake board. So I've read some information about live Facebook feeds, and normally I hang around and wait for everyone to turn up. But then what I realised, wow, is you can come and watch this later. So I'm not too sure where you are in the world, but if you're watching, it's only about 9:20 in the morning, on Sunday morning. So here I've got a little 7-inch round cake, which I've done a nice marbled effect. And I've got some little cut out blossoms. And then what I've done is I've made a mixture of my fondant. So I've mixed some lilac and some pink and white. And I've created like a marbled effect. Now to surround the cake, so what I'm doing is I'm not going to put any ribbon around the base of the cake. I'm going to actually put an edible rope, as we call it, around the bottom so it seals it, and then when they cut the cake everything is edible. So I'm just going to get a small amount of fondant. I'm not actually reading who's watching but I can sneakily see that Tony's watching and a few others. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to twist the fondant and just kind of bring it together. Okay, I'm just going to move the camera over. Now I'm going to need a couple of pairs of smoothers, if you have them, like so. And what I'm also going to do is I'm going to put a perimeter of water just all the way around the base of this cake. Okay. Now with water, you don't want to go overboard, because if you have too much water it can make your fondant soggy, and you only want to put the water in the area you want to attach something, otherwise it will dry shiny. Okay, and this is just a spare backup board. This is not the finished board, this is just what I'm moving it around, so it saves me putting my beautiful fingers on the board. So my cake is 7 inches wide, and I'm going to triple that length. So in order to work the circumference, basically if it's a round cake you normally triple it and add a couple of inches to it. I keep getting told it's the pie formula, but the only pie I like is lemon meringue pie or banoffee pie. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to twist the fondant just a little bit to start it off, okay? And then with my hands, I'm going to keep my hands really, really flat, and I'm going to start to roll. And as I roll, I really don't want to use my knobbly bits of my fingers, I want to use the palms of my hand. And as I roll, I come in and I go out. And you can see straight away the colours are starting to twist. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to twist it a little bit more. So can you see that the colours are blending? Now sometimes if you go a little bit thin, I call it my reverse parking, but I actually push the fondant back onto itself and then I roll. Okay, and then what I love about my smoothers is I can carry on rolling with my smoother. And I'm going to start to trim because I don't need it too long. Okay, so I'm going to roll, and if you can see we've got a nice sort of twisted colour, so I'm just going to lift it up and make that more noticeable. It won't be like candy canes where you've really got the, you know, the defined colours, but can you see how pretty that looks, you know? So when I create cakes, I try to make everything on the cake edible when possible, you know, so that if I can basically have the client not have to remove so many things before they actually get to scoff the cake, you know. So keeping my hands very, very flat, Notice I don't use any corn flour on my bench. I've got a nice clean stainless steel bench and everything is, you know, nice and clean and dry. And then I'm going to just get my tape measure, and I need 23 inches thereabouts. So I'm just going to reduce it down and reduce it down. Okay. So this cake isn't going out till lunchtime, and I had a bit of a, I had a call out yesterday with another cake friend, so we went on a little journey and delivered a big cake that she made. So that took 4 hours out of my day. So today we are finishing this cake. Okay, so what I'm going to do next, I'm going to loop it like a necklace, and I'm going to move that over there and just bring my cake here. I think I'm a little bit out of the camera. I think that's better. And then what I do is I loop it like a necklace, and I bring it to the front of the cake, and I gently draw it all the way round. Let me just check that. Okay. And then when I want to cut it, I always cut off the board. Okay. And then using a smidgen of water, not a huge amount of water, I'm going to mark that section, and again I'm going to cut off the board, and I'm going to bring that join together. Okay, so can you see I've sealed the bottom of the cake? It looks ever so pretty, and it's kind of a nice sort of a twisted effect. Okay, so wherever you may be in the world, I hope you have a lovely weekend. For those that are travelling to Cakes International, which is not long now, for all of those that have entered the cake competitions, can we see some photographs of the, you know, Cakes International? I know quite a few of you will do live videos and stuff, but it's so nice to see what's happening at that event when we're not there, you know. Kerry does, when he was in Oklahoma show, he did an amazing footage, and he kept saying, oh, I don't think we can hear you, but it was awesome, Kerry, so thank you for doing all that. I'd love to see what's happening at Cakes International. So wherever you might be, I've also got some exciting news. I'm finishing book 2. It's in spell check at the minute, so hopefully that may be available before Christmas. I will update more information on my Facebook page and also on the website. We've got some exciting news. The Cake Association have got, we're just firming up some dates, but we're starting planning on our cakes show for next year. We had it held at Logan this year, and it was amazing venue, wonderfully well received, wonderful cake competitions. And if you're local, you can subscribe to my newsletter. So go onto my website and you can click on the subscribe button and just fill in your name and your email, and then you'll get up-to-dates of all the sweetness that's happened in and around Australia. So have a lovely day, and I've got to just finish this cake. I'm going to do a bit of piping, so I might be crazy and do a live feed for that and show you how I pipe on the cake. But I've got to go for my second cup of coffee now. So thank you very much for stopping and watching. Give me a thumbs up if you haven't liked my page, Contemporary Cakes and Classes. We're based in Daisy Hill, by the way, near IKEA. I joke, what is a 4-letter word that scares men? It may not be love, it's generally IKEA. So I'm really close to IKEA, some 20 minutes south of sunny Brisbane. So wherever you may be today, have a good one, and I look forward to sharing the sweetness again. Thanks, guys.